Hey, what's up everyone? Today we are looking at the fourth wave of the Simpsons 2.5-inch figures by Jakks Specific. So this is surprising to me because I didn't even know wave 4 was already out. I know their smaller line usually comes out a bit faster than their standard 5-inch line, but I wasn't expecting them to be dropping in back to back like this. Like, I have some friends that are still trying to complete the second wave of this line, but you can see that they are really pumping these out fast. So in this wave, we have Dancing Homer right here. This actually looks pretty good so far. No accessories with this guy, but here is the back of the packaging for Dancing Homer. Next up we have here is Principal Skinner. Again, no accessories with him either, and this is how the back of the packaging looks. Here we have Martin. We have an accessory this time, and then here is the back. Then we have Nelson. This is actually the one that I am really excited about because I also really like Nelson in the show. And he comes with 2 accessories here. And then here's the back. And then finally we got Selma right here. And no accessories for her. But here is the back of the box. Okay, so here's the figures out of the packaging right here. So I noticed that only the kids, like in this lineup, they only get accessories. Like if you go back to like wave 1, like all of the kids get accessories except for like the adults. Now I know like Itchy and Scratchy from wave 2, they got accessories, but Bart in that wave got the slingshot accessory, and then like Krusty and Sideshow Bob didn't have any accessories. So it seems like as of right now, they're only giving the kids like accessories and not the adults. So here's Dancing Homer right here. New head sculpt this time, which is nice. I really do like this head sculpt a lot. Sadly, the hat is not removable though. I thought it was going to be the same as like Bart from wave 3 where you were able to remove the hat. But this hat's actually on to the figure. You can't really remove this. Which I don't know why they didn't make that like its own accessory, but it is actually onto the figure right here. Now the cape right here, it is like a floaty piece. You can move this. It is like just, you know, soft rubber material, but you can like move, you know, this around. See, I can just like move it in front of Homer right here. So that's neat right there. Of course we got the peg holes there, and then here's the back of the figure, moving the cape, and the articulation. You know, they all have the same articulation, hinge at the shoulder, right? The sitting down position for the hips. Next up is Principal Skinner. I think he also came out pretty good too. Here's the back of the figure right here, and he also has peg holes. I mean, they all have peg holes, but I always like to show it just for anyone that was curious. Next up here is Martin, and his head sculpt is kind of creepy though, the way how his, you know, because he almost has the sort of blank stare too. But he is like kind of smiling in a way. His accessory is a book right here. It says algebra on it. And he has a pocket on his shirt, which I'm assuming that's supposed to be like pens kind of hanging out. And then, you know, you can see like the shorts and the shoes right there. The peg holes there. Back of the figure. Articulation is the same as the others. Next up here is Nelson. So earlier I mentioned that Nelson had 2 accessories. I think it is just actually one. I thought the image made it look like he was holding these separately, but I think he was actually just holding it like sort of this in a way. Like, so you can see that with the rake, because you know the beehive is there because this is when he I think he threw it at Willie actually, but you can see that these are like pegged in, and then there's a peg right there, but the paint is starting to rub off because I was trying to like remove it, and I don't think you're meant to remove this. I'm sure you probably can, but I would do it at your own risk because again that paint is rubbing off from that peg, and it looks like it's kind of bending in a way. So I'm not entirely sure if you can really remove this. Like the top right here, like you kind of can see. But like this peg is like really, like it's really in there. So yeah, but we do get, you know, the rake right there with the beehive. And man, this Nelson figure This is a really good Nelson figure. That head sculpt is so good. They did a really good job capturing Nelson right here. This is really good. Now here is Selma right here, and just like Nelson, she also came out really good. I like that her lashes are actually painted pretty well here, because the one on my March figure, it didn't really come out that great. It's like all over the place really. The hair sculpt came out pretty good. Overall, like, Selma actually looks really nice, and I'm sure Patty will probably be in the next wave. I'm sure they would want to keep them like close together. But everything looks pretty good. You know, the pearls, you know, the earrings, of course, the dress. Like, everything's fine. She also has the peg holes there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. No cigarette accessory, but I can understand why. I'm really liking these two the most so far. Now for comparison, here is the Dancing Homer figure next to just the standard Homer figure. For another comparison, here is the kids all together right here. So you can see they all line up pretty well. Nelson's the tallest one here. Here is a comparison for Principal Skinner. And then here is how Selma scales next to Marge. Okay, so that is going to wrap it up here on the fourth wave of the Simpsons 2.5-inch figures by Jakks Specific. So if you want to pick these up, these are actually hidden in the Toys R Us section at Macy's. I did not find these at Target, so I don't know exactly when these will be hidden there, but if you check the Toys R Us at the the Toys R Us section at Macy's, you should be able to find these there, which is how I got mine. But let me know, what are your thoughts on these in the comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, but until then, take care, my friends.